3, 2, 1, go. What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about legacy and effective levels in Ravendawn. This right here, this is your legacy level. Pardon me, already wrong. This right here, this is your effective level. This is the level, the average level of all three of your current selected archetypes. You can see I got archery, warfare, witchcraft. Now, you want to make sure that you are swapping out your lower level archetypes, especially when you're doing anything like crafting, ranger boards, and farming. Anything that gets you XP that isn't like grinding your high level mobs. So what you'll notice down here next to this little icon here, there's a little eye. This tells you where all your points are coming from. This is why it's important to level your other archetypes, because here you'll see my inactive archetypes actually give me a total of 12 skill points as well as stat points. So very, very important that you level your lower level archetypes. You get points at certain levels. Let me see here for a second real quick to make sure we have some good resources here in this Discord. So you get a skill point. You get a skill point at 30 and an attribute point at 24, 27, and 30. So that's right around where my archetypes are. So I'm going to go take a look here and see if I'm down a level from anything. Okay, so we get breakpoints after this will typically be in increments. 10 levels higher will yeah. Okay, so 35. Our archery, our main skill tree, is one level away from there. 24, 27, and 30. So I'm pretty sure I have a 23 here, 24, 27. I have a 26 here. I'll level that up. So technically I should be running archery, protection, and maybe witchcraft. I don't know. Yeah. Right? So understand that. And down here, this is your legacy level. We are at 97%. 96% of legacy level 37. Legacy level is what dictates is the cumulative experience that you have gained in the game. Regardless of your archetypes, this will always progress at the same level. Legacy level is also tied to your new quests. As soon as you level up most of the time when you level up your legacy level, new quests will start popping up. And this is important to know as well. When you're buying buffs from the marketplace, such as, such as smoked sausage, increase might by 30%, 30 minutes. The effective level required of this is 21, so I have no problem using that, right? But if you were using a level 30 effective level, and then you popped the buffs, but then you swapped your buffs down to below effective level 21, you wouldn't be able to reuse the buff. Okay, because it's tied to your effective level right here. So just be warned that if you want to swap out, if you're at like the effective level required for your food, and then you want to start playing with different archetypes to level them up, just make sure that you have food that you can use at that effective level. I started buying food at the start, so I always have an effective level down in regards to food because I was running 4 buffs at all time. Sausage, cookies. So this is a meat, this is a baked good, this is a drink, and then this is a whetstone, heavy whetstone. You can have 4 of those running at all times. Legacy level is also affected by rested experience. I'm going to show you why that's relevant real quick. I'm going to go and I'm going to do my ranger board, which is orcs down in the desert. So effective level is the level that you see appearing above a mob's head, a creature's head. That dictates the amount of experience. The difference between your effective level and their effective level is what's going to dictate the amount of XP you get from a mob, a creature, when you kill it. This is the perfect time to explain ranger boards. Ranger boards are just quests that you can do every 2 hours if you're a patron, every 4, I believe, if you are not a patron. You get prestige points and bounty marks. These currencies, the prestige points are used to level the rewards that you can buy with your bounty marks from the vendor. They have some of the best in slot amulets and rings and accessories in the game. So make sure you're doing your bounty board every time they're off cooldown. Now, as you're questing too, a little tip, as you're questing, you're going to do quests that have an extremely long amount. You're not going to get, the only XP you're getting in this quest is actually from the mobs it's telling you to go kill. Okay? I'm pretty sure I'm at the very, place the statue over the stand at the center. I'm pretty sure I'm at the very last quest. So right before I did this objective, I'm going to swap out to my 3 lowest archetypes. And then I'm going to complete the objective, and then I'm going to get the 6k or however many experience for completing this quest on my 3 lower archetypes. It may be nice to get a boost on your main 3 archetypes, but you want to level everything to level 75 eventually anyways. And you're going to get a ton of XP on your main build just from killing. This game asks you to kill so many mobs. So we're at the orc camp. My effective level is 30. Keep in mind, this is really hard to do when you're a low level. So we're going to pull an orc. You can see his effective level is level 38. So he is 8 levels above me right now, which is the exact amount of levels you want a mob to be, a creature to be, in order to maximize the amount of experience you're gaining from it. 2,164 XP from this mob, from this creature. I need to get 80,000 experience from orcs in the Hatterack Desert. This is the quest right here. So I gotta kill about 35 of these. Super easy. I highly suggest you just picking 3 archetypes at the start and then just working with them rather than swapping back and forth your other archetypes too much, because it actually gets pretty difficult to grind in the earlier stages with low archetypes. I can do this now because the main trees that I lean on, I got a bunch of cards and I got a bunch of good skills and a bunch of points to spend. So you'll notice here that I have legacy level and I have rested XP. I always use rested XP as the XP buff that you gain the longer you're offline. So the longer you're offline, you'll come back and you'll have a boost to your XP. Ranger board quests are tracked by creature XP. So you always want to spend your rested XP on your ranger board. You will complete your ranger board quest twice as fast if you use your rested XP on it, especially if it's a low level mob. If you get stuck doing a ranger board that you don't particularly want to do, that's okay. Use your rested XP, finish it up, move on with your life. 2,164 XP. That's fantastic XP per mob. Only have to kill a couple dozen of these, a few dozen. That's not a problem whatsoever. I can have that done in 30 minutes. Takes me probably about a minute to kill each one, I'd say. Never really in danger of dying. I got a lot of self-sustain. Keep in mind as well, I'm going to call the marketplace here. So effective level, mobs and creatures. Legacy level tied to quests, and effective level is also food, but legacy level is also gear. So I made this mistake of, I had a bunch of money before I had a bunch of levels, and I bought a full set of gear that I wasn't the legacy level to use yet. So pay attention to that. If you ever see a good deal and you can't use it on an item yet, buy it anyways. Buy it anyways. Okay. So that's that. Legacy level is tied to quests and gear, and I'm sure some other stuff that I haven't run into yet. I am only level 37, and your effective level highlighted here in your stats by pressing X is tied to food buffs, creature effective level, and not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure at legacy level is affected the NPCs that will talk to you. So if you talk to an NPC in a town that you're not supposed to be in yet, they'll tell you, piss off, I don't want to talk to you. They'll literally be that rude. And then you'll come back 5 levels later or something like that, and they'll be like super happy to see you. So yeah, that's the difference between effective level and legacy level. That's all you need to know. If you have any more questions, pop them down in the comments. We're also live on Twitch right now, so stop by and say hi. Thanks. Peace.